Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I'm gonna continue on my PSA about not driving distracted. Unfortunately, I had 2 close call accidents in just 1 week. Both of them related to somebody distracted behind the wheel. Yesterday, I almost got hit by a pickup truck turning left, and when I looked at the driver, I actually got to see his eyes, and he probably saw me. The problem was that his eyes seemed to have been disconnected from his brain. It looked almost like as if you pulled the USB cable that connected his eyes to his brain, right? If I had to describe what it looked like when I looked at him, that's probably the best analogy I can think of. He was probably daydreaming, right? And then a few days before that, somebody made a very last-minute left turn just as the light had turned red, and almost hit me as I was going straight. And I know I talked badly about the Thanksgiving week, but you know what? I really need a break from the driving. I don't need a break from teaching here at Phoenix College, by the way, but I could definitely use a break from driving. I'll probably take a staycation this time because of all the stresses from the driving. I'll take a walk around the Phoenix area. I got a few walking trails that I like so I can avoid the cars. But I want to point out something. Most people, if you ask them why they eat behind the wheel, why they text and drive, or any number of distractions, right? They'll tell you that they're trying to save time or whatever. I got to point out something. If you get into a distracted driving related accident, and by the way, it's a matter of when that happens, not really if, right? Most people get into a number of accidents during their driving career, and a good percentage of them could probably be avoided if it weren't for distractions. So when you get into an accident like that, it's going to cost you a lot of time and a lot of money. So I actually did some Googling, and the amount of time, the average fender bender cost $8,900, right? Not to mention increased insurance premiums and the time, the aggravation spent dealing with it. So I got rear-ended a few months ago. My car ended up in the shop for 2 months. I had to drive a rental car, right? And the aggravation of going to the shop multiple times, dealing with insurance paperwork, because let's face it, insurance companies don't like to just pony up, right? Dealing with them, arguing back and forth. One time I actually had to threaten to take an insurance company to small claims court. What had happened was I was getting ready to move from Seattle to Ellensburg. You guys may remember when I got rear-ended, and I don't need to tell you how busy the auto shops were in 2020, and I finally, the auto shop told me that my car would be ready on a Friday. I went there Friday. It was done, but they hadn't detailed the inside of the car, and so I took the car to Ellensburg, and I took it to a detail shop over there, and I decided to file that in my claim, and the insurance company wouldn't pay for the detailing, and so I had to file a small claims court action, and they set a court date for like a year and a half later, if you can believe. This is 2020, so it was not fast. Eventually, the insurance company paid it, but that just gives you an idea of all the aggravation that a car accident can cause, right? And that's not even counting the $8,900 or whatever it was that we saw earlier. Think about how many hours it takes you to earn $8,900 after taxes, right? And then imagine, instead of texting while driving, instead of drinking and driving, and paying up $8,900, calculate how many hours it takes you to make that much, and just take a vacation for that long, right? You'll have a lot more fun than you would if you got into a texting and driving related accident. If you were eating and drinking, you can eat a lot of good food during a vacation that might cost you that much, right? Anyway, something to think about. You could save a lot of time by not texting and driving, not eating while driving. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.